Good evening, friends. I'm UR 15CS335. The objective of my exercise is to do the dynamic routing. And in dynamic routing, we usually have two versions. The first one is RIP version, and the second one is OSPF version. So, with this topology, I am going to explain you about the RIP version, that is version 1. So, I have a topology in which I have three routers, three switch, and the end device is connected to it. As we all know that we have to configure, we have to give IP address for all the devices first. So I have given the IP address, like IP address for my first device is 192.168.10.1, and the subnet mask is 255.255.255.0, and my default gateway is 10.5. The same way, this is my LAN 1, this is my LAN 2 and LAN 3. So for the LAN 1 I have given in 192.168.10.series, and for my LAN 2 I have given in 192.168.20.0 series. So this has the IP address of 20.1, and this has the IP address of 30.1. So I have connected my end devices to the switch, and now I have to configure my switch. So we usually use the normal way to configure our switch using our CLI. We go to the enable config T, go to the configuration mode, and now I have to configure the switch. So int my switch port is int. So my switch port is int fa 0.0 0/0, and I have to enter the IP address. IP address is 192.168.10.1 space my default subnet mask 255.255.255.0, and I give no shutdown. And this is how we configure our switch, and you can see all the ports are in green color, so which means that all ports are in connection, and all are connected and it is active. So the same way I do the connection for both the routers, and I have to connect router with router. So how could I do that? So in my RIP version 1, the same thing, I have to do the router connection, that is I have to connect my router with the other routers. So I give the serial connection int okay int se3 space 3/0, and I give the IP address of both the routers connected with it. The IP address of this router is 40 192 192.168.40.1 space subnet mask and no shutdown. So this is how I connect my routers with the other router. So I have to give connection for all three routers the same way, and after all the connections are established, so I use the RIP version. So now I have to enter into the RIP version. So I use the command called router RIP. which takes me into the router RIP version, and to that I have to give all the 3 LAN IP address. So how I have to give is network space address of my first LAN, same way the next LAN address is 20.1, same way the third LAN address is 30.1, and I have to give exit, which exits me from the router RIP version, and again an exit to exit from the configuration mode. And now I want my routing table, so I use the command called show IP route, which gives me the connections established. So 10.0 is directly connected, and 20.0 via 60.2 serial connections, and again 30.0. Now you can see all the LANs and the gateway and through which they are connected. So this is how we do the RIP network, that is version 1. This is to make the dynamic routing, that is either you can do a classful IP address routing, or you can make it as a classless, and you can also use IP address of variable length. And so this dynamic routing is mainly um, used when the router directly gives the IP address. Thank you.